Dealing with difficult coworkers is one of the toughest challenges many face in their careers. But did you know that nearly 60% of workers report feeling stressed because of bad workplace relationships? Shocking, right? And here's another jaw-dropper. A study found that toxic coworkers can reduce your productivity by a massive 40%. That's a lot of wasted time. In today's world, how you handle tough colleagues can make or break your career. Whether it's the micromanager, the gossip, or the constant interrupter, it's crucial to stay professional and keep your cool. But how exactly do you do that? In this video, I'm going to share with you some proven strategies to stay calm, set boundaries, and turn those difficult coworkers into allies. You'll learn how to use emotional intelligence to your advantage, communicate without conflict, and stay focused on your goals no matter how challenging your coworkers may be. Stay tuned, because you won't want to miss these tips that could completely change how you approach your work relationships. Chapter 1: The Art of Keeping Cool, Mastering Emotional Control. When it comes to dealing with difficult coworkers, the first rule is to keep your cool. It's easy to lose your temper in the heat of the moment, but emotional control is your best ally. Research by the American Psychological Association shows that emotional intelligence is linked to better job performance, making it a crucial skill in any workplace. Imagine being able to stay calm while your coworker is shouting, knowing that your cool-headed response will make you look more professional. One trick is to pause and take deep breaths before responding to a difficult situation. This simple act helps reduce stress hormones and gives you a moment to think clearly. Studies also suggest that people who manage their emotions well tend to be perceived as more competent. Staying calm and collected shows your coworkers that you can handle tough situations without falling apart. Another great technique is counting to 10 in your head. This technique isn't just a childhood trick. Research confirms it helps you regain control of your emotional state. Keeping a neutral facial expression, especially in high-stress moments, is also key. Your body language speaks volumes, and even if you're upset, a neutral expression can keep things professional. You may also want to avoid taking things personally. The way someone behaves might say more about them than it does about you. When you let someone's negativity bounce off you, you not only protect your peace but also avoid unnecessary drama. Studies show that professionals who detach emotionally from conflicts at work are less likely to experience burnout. Lastly, remember this quote from Daniel Goleman, author of Emotional Intelligence: "Self-awareness is the key to emotional mastery." Being aware of your emotions helps you keep them in check, even when a coworker is testing your patience. Chapter 2: Finding the root, Understanding their behavior. Before you react to a difficult coworker, take a step back and try to understand what's driving their behavior. It's easy to assume that someone is just being difficult, but often there's a deeper reason. Psychology experts suggest that many workplace conflicts stem from unmet needs, insecurities, or stress. A study published in Psychological Science found that people who are stressed at work are more likely to lash out at others. Understanding your coworker's perspective can help you approach the situation more effectively. Are they under a lot of pressure? Are they dealing with personal issues? Sometimes, knowing what they're going through can help you handle the situation with more empathy. This doesn't mean you should tolerate rude behavior, but it can help explain why they're acting the way they are. Consider observing their behavior patterns. Are they usually defensive, or is this a new development? According to Harvard Business Review, behaviors like passive aggressiveness or avoidance can often signal deeper issues like fear of failure or low self-confidence. Recognizing these signs allows you to approach the situation without jumping to conclusions. Another helpful approach is to ask open-ended questions when you're in a calm moment with your coworker. A simple "Is everything okay?" can open the door for a conversation that might shed light on the issue. According to a study by the University of California, conversations that begin with empathy often lead to more positive outcomes in conflict resolution. Understanding why your coworker behaves the way they do makes it easier to address the situation without creating more tension. Chapter 3: Setting Boundaries like a Boss. Setting boundaries is crucial in any professional relationship, especially with difficult coworkers. Boundaries ensure that you maintain respect, and they prevent coworkers from taking advantage of you. The key is to set them early on, before things escalate. A study published in the Journal of Organizational Behavior found that people who establish clear boundaries at work are less likely to experience burnout or stress. One of the simplest ways to set boundaries is to say no when you need to. Many people avoid saying no because they fear conflict, but research shows that people who confidently say no are often more respected. Use assertive, yet polite, language to make your boundaries clear without sounding defensive. Another effective technique is to set time boundaries. If a difficult coworker often interrupts you or distracts you from your work, let them know when you're available to talk. You can say something like, "I'd be happy to discuss this after 2 p.m., when I'm free." This sets a clear expectation while keeping things professional. Also, remember that boundaries are not just about what others do to you, they are also about how you manage your time and energy. The Harvard Business Review notes that professionals who prioritize their well-being by setting work-life boundaries are generally more successful and productive. In some cases, boundaries might involve limiting personal conversations. If a coworker often overshares or becomes too involved in your personal life, it's okay to politely steer the conversation back to work topics. Setting these boundaries early helps maintain a professional atmosphere without unnecessary discomfort. If you're enjoying these tips so far, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We've got more useful strategies ahead that you won't want to miss. Chapter 4, Turn the Tables, How to Make Difficult Coworkers Your Allies. Transforming a difficult coworker into an ally might sound impossible, but with the right approach, it can be done. A study published in the Journal of Applied Psychology found that professionals who turn conflict into collaboration experience better team outcomes. Instead of seeing your difficult coworker as an enemy, try to find ways to work together toward a common goal. One strategy is to approach the situation from a win-win perspective. Instead of thinking about how you can win an argument, focus on how you both can solve the problem together. Asking for their opinion or input on a work-related issue can help them feel valued and shift the dynamic. Another powerful technique is to find common ground. Everyone has strengths, and when you identify your coworkers' strengths, you can better collaborate with them. Recognize what they excel at and offer to work together on projects that highlight those skills. Research from the Korn Ferry Institute shows that recognizing each other's strengths fosters positive relationships and team effectiveness. You can also be strategic about finding moments of connection. Invite them for a quick coffee break or a casual chat to talk about something non-work related. Sometimes, creating a personal connection can ease professional tensions. A 2018 Gallup study revealed that employees who form personal relationships at work are more engaged and productive. By turning the tables, you'll not only deal with difficult coworkers more effectively but may even gain a valuable ally in the process. Chapter 5, Speak Like a Pro, Communicating with Clarity and Diplomacy. Effective communication is key to maintaining professionalism with difficult coworkers. According to a study by the International Journal of Business Communication, people who communicate clearly and diplomatically are more likely to resolve conflicts at work. When addressing a difficult situation, be mindful of your tone, words, and body language. One important technique is to use I statements instead of you statements. Saying, "I feel frustrated when," instead of "you always," can reduce defensiveness. This simple shift in language helps keep the conversation respectful and focused on the issue rather than attacking the person. Another strategy is to be specific about the behavior you want to address. Instead of saying, "You're always rude," focus on the specific action. "When you interrupted me during the meeting, I felt dismissed." This helps the other person understand what needs to change without feeling personally attacked. Active listening is another powerful tool. When your coworker speaks, give them your full attention and acknowledge their points. According to Forbes, active listening not only improves communication but also reduces misunderstandings and fosters respect in the workplace. Additionally, remain calm and measured in your responses. It's easy to get emotional, but responding in a calm, composed manner helps to maintain professionalism. If the conversation gets heated, it's okay to suggest taking a break and continuing the discussion later. This pause gives both parties time to cool down and return to the conversation with a clearer mind. Chapter 6, The Silent Strength, Staying Focused on Your Career Goals. In the face of difficult coworkers, it's essential to stay focused on your own career trajectory. Sometimes, negative behavior at work can sidetrack you from your professional goals. But if you keep your eye on the prize, you'll be able to maintain your professionalism despite any distractions. Research by the University of California shows that people who stay focused on their long-term goals are more resilient in the face of workplace challenges. By reminding yourself of your goals daily, you reinforce your motivation to stay on track and not get bogged down by negativity. One way to stay focused is by setting personal milestones. Break down your long-term goals into smaller, achievable tasks. This helps you maintain momentum and ensures that difficult coworkers don't derail your progress. Another strategy is to create a work mantra. Whether it's something like "I control my reaction" or "I am focused on my career growth," repeating a mantra can help you stay grounded in your goals during stressful situations. A study published in Psychology Today found that having a positive self-affirmation improves performance and stress resilience. Lastly, remember that your career is a journey. Difficult coworkers are just one obstacle you'll face along the way. The key is to learn from these challenges and use them as opportunities to grow stronger. Stay focused, and don't let temporary workplace issues prevent you from reaching your ultimate career aspirations. If you found these strategies helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more career tips. Stay tuned for our next video where we dive even deeper into professional growth.